Welcome to the Real Double Dose Channel broadcast station, focused on the real reels of real life, love, growth, and of course, elevation within all levels. RDDC is exactly the place where anyone can discover more depth, love, light, and clarity within themselves, and elevate from other people's walks of life, conversations, and questions, along with deeper insights. So tune in and be a part of the Double Doses with Lexus T and RDDC.
Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Lex, coming at you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is live. Now, I'm not going to give the typical intro I do because I'm going to start this off with trying to make the 7-minute mark with Lex. So for previous episodes, check that out or go to www.realdoubledosechannel.com, as well as we're rolling out LexEffectCoaching.com, but you can also check out spiritandmindelevation.com. And as well, last but not least, realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. You can find those links at the bottom or the top drop-down menus and get yourself started. But we are on about 17 syndicates at this point and many other fluctuations over the past several years. So I just want to get into this because we're going to try to officially get a 7 minutes with Lex kind of conversation, because some of these can just be a double dose straight to you. Take it on the go, get yourself moving, and have it grooving. Let's get it. Right. So let's have this conversation. This is your host, Lex. I wanted to sit there. Well, talk about it. Let's talk about it, they say. And I want to ask you, is it your way or Yahweh? Right. Or your way or God's way? I don't want to put labels on the creator of infinite source and all things. But in this context, we're going to use it just for this conversation. Right. Yahweh, blessed be his name. Blessed be the name of all. I want to give respect where it's due. But is it your way or Yahweh? Right? Is it your way or God's way? Is it your way? And the universe is created by God, so I can't give homage to something that's just a part of the creation of God and all things. But I want to ask a question. Are we doing it that way? And people, just circulate with me here. You can say, well, I have been doing it this way. I've been getting my job. I've been going to school. I've been doing this and I get my life together. There's nothing wrong with getting your life together and back on track if you have the right guidance. There's nothing wrong with getting those things together if you have the balance. So to start that off, it comes down to asking yourself that, have we been doing that, right? From a good conversation I was a part of as well, it was coming down to the belief system of what we say, I'm supposed to be married by 30 something or whatever, supposed to have my first house, supposed to have this, supposed to have that. I can't believe my friends got married before I did, or this is happening, I'm restarting over at the age of 60, 70, 50, it doesn't matter, even restarting at the age of 20. It gets to a point to say, is it our way or God's way? And I'm not saying that we can be relinquished of the things that we didn't do or the things we're supposed to do, but God has a correction system that works in everything that's foreseen, because God knows all things, is all things, does not live in space or time, and we do not have the mind of God and Yahweh, blessed be their names. So I will say that, are you doing it the way that it needs to be done because you're asking God for guidance and the journey of that? And I want to invite you to what we have rolling out to be able to have that coming on. Now, I can't officially invite you right now, but Lex Effect Coaching is going to be open, and as well as other free dives we have into entanglements and soul ties and so much more, and getting to know that person, the self. Just like the book, the illumination that I'm rolling out, it'll also help you get steps to that journey, maybe by seeing the trajectory of what happened. But we all need to ask ourselves, is it us doing our way or God's way? And if you need that understanding, you'll get to a point to say the revelation is sitting back and knowing that God is God, knowing to move with it, not out of haste. And like I said in the previous episode, the devil's in the details, not out of just spewing yourself to have a one go-to friend for all the advice, but yet their life is in shambles in different ways. And I'm not saying people can't give you advice from that. Even 1,000-pound person can give you what it takes to lose weight. Even a person that's 90 pounds that you see is just soaking wet, they can still teach you the remedies. It's the whole point. If their bodies can do it, or if they're even willing to do it. So don't discount that. But if a friend is telling you, hey, why don't you go out and party with me, like someone I knew in the past I had spoke about before, still contact with them. But they're like, hey, why don't you come out, go do this? And I'm like, well, you're sitting here getting DUI after DUI. And you're looking more miserable, more drama. What convinces me to be able to follow in your footpath to actually relieve myself if I wanted to? You're telling me I'm going to wake up with random people in my bed, my money missing, possible accidents and DUIs. Now, yeah, we have our own consciousness. We can choose those things, but let's not get off trail here. Let's stay within the confines of that. Are you doing it your way or God's way? Your way is saying, I'm going to make this happen no matter what. I'm going to push this relationship no matter what. I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to make this. Okay, well, and if it's resisting you, just maybe it's not the way it's supposed to be, your way. Well, it's free will, Lex. It's my life. Absolutely. But just like a parent is over his child, whether you have grown up with one or not, God is always working out for us. Not the universe, but God is always working out for us in our best interest. And if something is resisting you like that, even if you're trying to make something work, trying to make someone stay faithful, trying to get this meal together, and for some reason you can't get to this grocery store, it's not meant for you to go to the grocery store. Simple as that. You're trying to push for the baby. A lot of people who try to get pregnant, they always find out once they let it go and let God, they always pop up with the whole family later. And if not, there's always a miracle and a blessing waiting for you. So just check yourself a little bit more and just say to yourself, like we all need to, everyone, newcomers, ongoers, is it our way or Yahweh? Is it God's way? Is it to the way of that's going to work out better for me because I know that in the greater goodness, all things work for the good of those who love him and keep his commandments. And even so, the principles of that is saying, do not kill, do not steal, do not, basically envy something that's not meant for you because you had no idea what it took for that person to get to the level of where they are or where you think they are. Your way is always going to be flawed detrimentally because we don't have the blueprint of all things because we are many creators and many gods stemming from all that is, but we're not the creator of all things that ever made anything in existence. That's where the check mode comes in for us. So I want to invite you to just sit back, relax, take a deep breath and just let it flow and let it go. And remember that you always have the creator of all things on your side. You just have to tune in and let God be it. God is just saying, hey, you're sitting here stressing and I got all the blessing. I got all the solutions. Just come to me and hear me. So be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the Spirit. You're phenomenal. You're amazing. You're tremendously blessed beyond measure. This has been 7 Minutes with Lex, and I want to say I'll talk to you soon. Go on those platforms of iHeartRadio, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever you have to, and we'll be back with you very, very soon.